So we are back, part 3 of our 2013 Game of the Half Year ceremony. Let's see, the gang is still all here. So we're going to take on the daunting challenge of best music. First, I'll read our list. Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch. Fire Emblem Awakening. Lego City Undercover. Battle Block Theater. DMC Devil May Cry. Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. Pandora's Tower. Remember Me. Soul Sacrifice. Guacamelee. Runner 2 Future Legend of Rhythm Alien. Mighty Switch Force 2. And Animal Crossing New Leaf. Any additional nominations from anyone around the table? All right. Best music, go.
Devil May Cry.
I liked it.
It's good.
Top 3.
It is really good.
Not in my top 3, but really good.
Some good music.
I like
Was any of it made for the game, or was it?
I don't know
licensed?
about
I
that.
don't know. I'm not sure.
I didn't look into it
Actually.
actually. It was really just rocking.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
You are gonna love Revengeance.
No, it's on my list too.
Good.
Top 3 right there.
I liked it.
That's in my top.
Man, 2 of my
All
3
right.
already.
Off the bat,
All metal
we
stuff.
can get rid of.
Animal. Sing.
We can get rid of Animal Crossing.
Can
Yes.
Yes.
we? I'm fine
Yes.
with it.
Yeah, I can get rid of it.
Okay.
It's not
We can
top
get
three,
rid of
but the
Runner
soundtrack
2.
is delightful.
Sure.
We can get rid of Runner 2. I really do like the music. Some of it really impressed me, but it wasn't as consistent as it needed to be,
Or diverse.
or diverse.
Yeah.
That's a
What
good
was there
one.
was good, but I found it really similar
Yeah. Yeah.
all the way through.
Lego City Undercover.
I love.
I didn't know. I
Yeah.
didn't notice the
Yeah.
music, and that's
There was moments. I
And
liked
it's
Really?
really
Okay.
diverse. That was the big thing.
Cool.
Like, I actually really like the loading screen music,
Oh,
and
okay.
and the
Well, that's
chasing
good.
music.
Yeah,
And
you see a lot of it.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
What
only
was
music I even remember from it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
But every area had their own like diverse theme music, which was really kind of
Yep.
cool.
Cool.
There's like
Okay.
15 areas.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So it was pretty neat.
Okay, I didn't know that. That's really encouraging, actually. Very cool.
Played
Okay.
Ode Joy on one of the jukeboxes. So it was
A lot of opera.
yeah. I was really there's some classical
It's
stuff
crazy.
in there.
Okay.
It's not my top 3, but it is strong.
It's not on my top 3.
Pandora's Tower.
There are several good tracks,
I
but
really
probably
do.
not top 3.
I really do like the boss music, but I guess moment to moment, it's not quite as good.
I
as
really
it
like her singing.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so did we agree to cut Lego City? It doesn't sound like it's in anyone's top 3.
Guess not. I guess so.
No ones?
Wow.
Oh, okay.
It's not
All
on
right.
my top 3.
Wow.
It's easy to cut.
Yeah.
We all like it, but it's not good
It's
enough.
not good
We
enough.
gotta make cuts where we can here.
Okay. All right.
We're brutal here.
Did Battle Block Theater have a good soundtrack?
So far, I've enjoyed
I
it. Yeah.
loved it. That's my top. Like,
They've
that's
got some
my
good
best
ones.
music.
A lot of stuff reminiscent. Like, there's a song that's like almost straight out of Castle Crasher, so that's much appreciated. Yeah, but there are a lot of repeat songs too.
Guess it just
It didn't feel like there were very many tracks, but what's there is good.
Okay.
For sure.
Soul Sacrifice.
It's so orchestral
Is
and
it?
epic.
Cool. Okay. I haven't
That's
heard
pretty
it.
good,
I
yeah.
was.
Yeah.
I was
That's pretty good.
kind of.
That's pretty good.
It's
Yeah.
yeah,
Cool, yeah.
It didn't make my top 3, but there are a couple tracks on the playlist that are impressive.
Okay.
I think we can cut out
Mighty
Mighty Switch
Switch
Force 2.
I did really enjoy what I heard you play.
Yeah, I just wanted
earlier.
to put it there because it was really actually pretty good. It kind of reminded me of old, kind of like 16-bit games.
Yeah, I got a major Sonic vibe from a couple of the songs you were playing.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
Like, is the Sonic colors good?
no, well, yeah, it is.
Old school Sonic. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Guacamelee? I did like the music.
Yeah, it was pretty
It's
good,
pretty
but not
awesome.
top 3.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
I
trying
don't
to
know.
feel everything out. I guess.
There are too many. It did make my top 3, but there are so many good ones.
There
I can
is.
understand if no one else is pulling for it.
No,
I really liked it.
it is great. It sets a great mood.
Constantly, yeah, I was constantly like, oh wow, that's a good track. That's a good one. That's good.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's a good time to cut it there.
Okay.
Let's wait. Let's wait.
Since it's just top 3, there's not really, since we're not ranking things outside of the top 3. If
True.
it's not top 3, then I think we should just cut
Did
it.
you say it was top?
It is for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it is top
Yeah.
3 for you?
Yep.
Oh yeah, they said it wasn't. Sorry, my bad.
What about Pandora's Tower?
I already got it.
Yeah,
We talked about that. I marked out.
Where were
Okay.
you?
It's
Where
good.
were you?
The boss
You don't like
themes
it?
are really good.
You don't like it, Zach? Or did
No,
you?
I enjoyed it. as good as the others.
Okay.
Remember me?
Yeah, I
Love Remember Me.
Had
That's
that
top 3.
Yeah, it's
For
really
me.
cool.
I've
And
heard,
the way the music cuts in and out during the battles, especially, is pretty cool.
I heard some of them.
like the rock and roll, man.
There's not too much of that in there. But
Then
like that Metal Gear.
we still need to talk about Metal Gear, Fire Emblem, and Nino Kuni.
Ni no Kuni, I didn't like the main battle theme.
Hamlin? That's
That
all I gotta say.
is Immortal Sin.
Yeah.
I love the world map.
Yes, the overworld sounds awesome.
Oh, my word.
Hamlin, of course. And then, but the main battle theme,
Main battle theme was the only letdown. It
well,
was.
it's so
Yeah,
important.
I don't know. I got really annoyed with the cat music, the cat town music.
Ding Dong Dell?
Oh, Ding Dong Dell?
Is that?
I
is that
love
what-
Ding Dong
No,
Dell.
man. I think I told you and you freaked out.
That is my favorite song.
Oh,
It
really?
was
that game.
so annoying.
You haven't been to Hamlin yet, have you?
No, I haven't made it that far.
Hamlin is awesome.
That is
pretty
good as
cool.
Ding Dong Dell.
It's kind of Star Wars-esque. It's kind of
Cool. I would
So is
love to do
anyone arguing to keep Nino Kuni?
I'm not.
It's in my top 3, but I can let it go.
What's in my top 3?
that. Oh.
It's in 2 people, so.
People are pushing for it. I'll keep
I
it.
don't
in
know.
my
I don't
top
think
3,
it's.
It's my number 3.
How strongly do you feel about keeping it?
Pretty strong. Good 9.
Like I have a
One
knife in my
hundred.
back pocket.
I'm more on the fence. Yeah, I just picked it as number 3 because I
Spoilers,
liked
it's
it.
probably Zach's number 1.
Nope. Not
Question.
number 1.
Fire Emblem.
I like it more than Ni no Kuni. It's not my top 3.
That's actually my number 2. Like, I really enjoyed Fire Emblem.
There are some excellent tracks, for sure.
I actually played it on mute the whole time, so
Wow.
I don't know.
Missing it.
I
Wow.
don't know.
Lame.
Fire Emblem is
I
my
watched that
favorite
while we
for
were
its
watching
use of
TV.
music with
No, I guess
transitioning from overworld
That's what it
battles.
is.
I guess so.
Because every song in Fire Emblem has 2 tracks. One that's more laid back for the world map strategy, and then another one for when you actually go into battle. Like it ramps up, adds horns, makes it way more intense, and then tones back, transitions right back into regular, which is really, really amazing and helps you actually notice each track.
Definitely
Yeah,
helps you to.
this is
focus.
definitely going to be harder than I thought. So.
Yep.
That's pretty easy.
Alright, I'll make the quick case for my number 1. And this is more for use of music, although I really do like the style of music. I feel like it's like a guilty
Yeah.
pleasure, I guess, but it was Revengeance for me. I had never felt that pumped. It's like, I remember for the final boss, and like, that track starts playing, I'm like, oh man, it's going down,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
do this. And the use of music and how amped it got me to play was excellent, so that was probably, and it does have my favorite track of the year in there as well.
It was my number 1 as well.
Rules of Nature.
It's my number 1 as well.
Mine too, actually.
Wow,
4 people.
didn't
Number
expect that.
That's
That was really
formidable.
good.
It was very good.
Lee said top 3.
It's the first boss.
I just
oh
love the
my
game
word,
in
I feel
general,
so
so-
awesome.
That's the track.
It's my second.
Monsoon's track. Oh man,
What's your first?
Devil May Cry.
that's my number.
I group
2,
them kind of together, so I was like, I'd only have one in my top 3, but I'd really like DMC.
That's my number 2.
It's really good.
Thoughts, Dave? Music?
See, I'm not really
Horrible
kind of
music.
undecided here because I didn't really pay a whole lot of attention to a lot of the music. But if I had to choose, I'd probably go for DMC because I thought that just in that opening cutscene, the Noisia track came in, and then as you get into random battles, it kicks in heavy too. It's kind of like Revengeance, but I don't know. It's just a little bit different. It's in the same vein as Revengeance. I'll give it that. But I liked it more personally.
I really enjoyed DMC's use of music. I mean, while I certainly probably, I don't know if that I'd go out and listen to that Comic Christ stuff out of that game. It fits what is happening
Oh, yeah.
so well, and just the feel of music matches so perfectly with what you are doing, and the feel of the game that it is a brilliant use of music.
it's a dirty soundtrack. And
Yep.
the game just sets the tone great.
Yes, absolutely.
Kind of like, and the opposite for Remember Me. It's a really clean, glitchy, electronic-y soundtrack for the clean aesthetic of that game. So, opposite there.
I think, I guess I think it's safe to say that for a long time we saw the quality of music in games go up. Now it's easy to see that music being used more effectively
Yes.
in games as
Yep.
we're going on. Like, you can usually expect a game soundtrack to be pretty solid now, which wasn't always a given. Now but now like our top three are going to be like, oh, all this music's great. Like most of it's really good. How's it used? Like how well is a game using its music? And that's a really cool discussion to have when even just 5 years ago it was tough. It was tougher to find a really good game soundtrack.
With that said, and focusing more on the use, which I'm totally for, we should probably cut Guacamole.
Yeah.
Yep.
Really good. Made me want to eat Mexican food. I like that.
You like it in
I
Mexico.
think Remember Me should go with it. I didn't really. I mean, I actually played that game pretty
Yep.
loudly on
Yeah, you-
speakers right in front of it too, and I don't really remember any of the music. really.
Remember Me.
Yeah, I don't know. It didn't stand out to me at all, in the slightest.
Yeah, I just said it felt so cool. Just like when you're in battle, you're doing I forget what it's called. It's not blowout, but what's it called? Overload. You completely smash through the heads. Oh, it's awesome sounding with the
Yeah, the way it works
soundtrack.
with the music. It is a great use case.
It's awesome.
What, are we dropping it?
How many are we at?
Are we taking out Remember Me or not?
I say no.
So then we are left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh my gosh!
Dang it.
Ni no Kuni, Fire Emblem, Battle Block, DMC, Metal Gear, Remember Me, Soul Sacrifice.
I guess we'll take out Nina Cooney. Am I the only one that's trying to shoot for it?
I was really.
I added
enjoying
as my number 3
music.
actually.
Oh, okay.
Remember I said top 3. That's why we kept it, remember?
It's really tough though because I don't see it flying. I guess.
It's like I missed that old just orchestra.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tokyo
That
Philharmonic.
So good, so
it was very nice and calming.
It's just,
soothing.
it is criminal.
But it is,
Battle theme and a JRPG.
and that's why I
Not to
think
be
it
honest.
should go, because
It was
out
a-
of all these games, everyone pretty much, all the tracks match the game. And this one just, it just didn't fit very well with the Ni no Kuni.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of any kind of like setting pieces. I mean, Hamelin, when you're like, when they're all wearing the pig stuff, and
Big armor.
it's all feels very imperial, and then you hear that
Yeah.
music is that's probably the best setting piece. I do like the overworld music, of course. But,
You're on an epic quest and there's that music in the background. That's all I have to say.
Pretty much. You can get on the dragon. Oh man, that
Oh
music's great.
yeah. Oh. That is some good music.
So it should stay.
Are
Or
you
should it
okay
go?
with cutting it?
Maybe something goes before or it's...
Well, we're at 7 right now. I'm gonna say let's cut it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll let it go too.
is it only me and Derek for Remember Me?
I really like Remember Me's music. Definitely.
So 3 out of 8 people.
So we're holding on to Pandora's Tower still?
No, it's gone.
Okay.
That's all.
I thought someone said that. Oh no, Soul Sacrifice.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think I
we
was
can
really
take
going
that
for
off.
it, but it's good.
Zach was
I
the
had a
opponent,
voice
but couldn't
I
hold it.
don't think Battle Block hangs.
What?
For music wise,
I loved
It's
it.
a really good music.
it's good music, but
It's my favorite music so far. But
if it's,
I think it's awesome. So.
if it's your number 1, you probably should just keep it a little longer.
Or
Fire
Fire
Emblem.
Emblem, Battle Block, DMC, Metal Gear, Remember
Well, I
Me.
know mine's like,
Probably
It's a
just about everything we have left is going to be someone's number 1. Yeah.
that's a good point.
I didn't have Remember Me in number 1.
Me either.
There's 3.
So can we let it go?
We can drop Remember Me if we drop Battle Block.
Fine with me.
What?
Sounds
It sounds unfair.
A little.
Well, it is like, what, thirds versus one.
Okay. Starbucks sauce.
Fair enough. Can't say much about it.
We're at 5, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's gotta be those two. Although I'm not super into having DMC and Metal Gear.
That's
the
true.
problem. Is
Yeah.
that- but I know I'm going to come out on the wrong side of that, which is really sad.
I'll let go
Really
of
shot.
Battle Block if we keep
Just
Fire
gonna
Emblem.
It just
Oh,
shows
Fire
that.
Emblem.
Doesn't,
Yeah,
it
that
doesn't
was
sound
awesome.
like Fire Emblem's going anywhere.
Fire Emblem, Metal Gear.
Metal Gear DMC.
I think we're not trying.
I mean, they both are similar, but they both do have outstanding soundtracks.
They're-
Sure.
yeah,
It's not
I don't,
that
I don't
big of
feel
an
like
issue.
one should get punished because the
Alright.
other does something
Alright,
similar.
well, let's keep 'em.
Yeah.
They're both good. Really good.
But then that
Really good.
creates another problem, is then we have one spot left between Fire Emblem, Battle Block, and Remember.
Well, you guys can decide that. I'm out of that. I'm out of that conversation.
I'm
I don't know
still
Battle Block.
okay
I
with
just
the
bought-
honestly,
Remember
I
Me
forget
Battle
about all
Block
three of those.
cut. And that leaves us with the top 3.
I don't need that music.
Yeah. Haven't seen any Fire Emblem. That's the biggest problem I've had. So,
I don't know. I played it for 4 hours
Yeah.
straight. Yeah.
don't remember the music, but.
No, I
I
don't
played it mute.
Same here.
That's,
Oh, that was.
Yeah.
But Fire Emblem was your number
Wow.
2, right?
Yep. Same
Yeah,
here.
Fire Emblem was my number 2. Yeah.
So can we do Metal Gear DMC Fire Emblem?
I mean, I'm okay with that.
That's fine.
I'll live with that.
yeah.
Sounds good.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Dante's my boy.
Don't you?
That game
Metal
was so
Gear,
cool. What a great game. Keep up.
DMC, and Fire Emblem Awakening.
Yes.
Winner?
MGR.
Metal Gear. Easy.
That is my number one.
Oh, I just loved every part. Like, I can't. Ugh.
DMC.
I'm in the DMC camp myself.
I was like the dirtier.
So we got 3.
So it's-
2.
It's,
What do you guys think?
well, I think Dave said DMC earlier.
Yeah.
So 3 and 3.
I'm the only one for Fire Emblem. That's cool.
Okay, so Boyd and
awesome.
Zach.
Wait, so hands up for
Oh.
Battle, sorry, DMC.
3.
Okay, that's me, Derek, and Dave. Hands up for Metal Gear.
Woo!
4,
Lame.
and then 4, and then Kirsten is 1 for Fire
Guess I
Emblem.
left out.
And Metal Gear takes the win.
You don't understand how this works, Thomas. We gotta make sure everybody's cool with it. Anybody on the DMC camp gonna try to sway the Metal Gear Kool-Aid heads?
It's so good.
Yeah.
Grunge.
I don't think we're gonna.
Grunge
I don't think we're gonna
metal.
convince a single one of them.
That's so awesome.
Because they're so much alike, but so.
They're a lot alike.
Metal
They
Gear's so
all are.
good.
Okay.
I'm cool with
It's
it.
just a
All right. Our winner for best
Democracy,
music
man.
is Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance.
Democracy.
Certainly a tough category, and it always makes me extremely happy when best music in a game is a tough category.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Especially when it's both metal games.
Yeah, I'm
That's
happy
awesome.
everyone else is okay with that.
Yeah, that's that's really cool.
I'm like, I really like these, but I feel like this kind of music's not in video games very often.
That's not.
So,
But
not really.
they found the 2 games to use it with extremely.
and I love it because that's kind of music I like in, outside of video games. So
Yep.
I felt kind of guilty. It's like, oh, this is bleeding into what I actually like a lot more. Versus, orchestral music's great.
What is in your own?
I'm not jamming to
Favorite genres.
a lot of that in my car.
Sorry.
Alright.
Sorry, I like it.
You're driving the wrong car.
Yeah, I guess.
That's all right. Okay, next category is most innovative / original. A shorter list.
A weak
Maybe our
category
shortest.
this year.
Category
Very
this
sad.
year. Oh my
Very sad.
goodness.
We'll blame that on new consoles this year. Everyone's working on
Yeah.
the new stuff.
That's
Yeah,
probably
I mean,
safe.
end of a console generation, not that you're getting less Switch, so it's like, I don't know.
All right. So our list is Skulls of the Shogun, Anti-Chamber, Game & Wario, Curse of Spaloosh, Kentucky Route Zero, The Denpa Men 2 Beyond the Waves, and Rogue Legacy. Any additional nominees? Okay.
Nope.
Sadly, no.
All right. Yeah. Sadly, there
Oh,
are no
Animal
more.
Crossing.
There's an island. It changes everything.
Yeah, breaks.
Breaks the game, man. Kind of does, actually.
Yeah,
So-
totally.
All right.
I vote we take off Game and Wario.
It's in my top
I
3.
agree and disagree.
Is it really?
Like,
Wow,
it
actually,
has
it's
some
in my
really
top
cool
3.
ideas, and with it being such a weak category this year, I think it's top 3. But
I just thought it kind of replays some kind of game mechanics like the
The
Find the
Nintendo.
Guy, Mr. X,
yeah,
and then just Pictionary.
yeah.
You take a picture of yourself.
That is,
Change it.
that is true. You
I
change a
put it in my
picture.
face.
Yeah, I mean, like the gamer games really. I think that's fairly innovative.
That was my favorite part of Game & Wario.
And
What?
the car driving game and
The-
Oh man, yeah.
Where you're the little kid and you play the game.
yeah, it's just, there's some and I really like the drawing circles and angles and lines. If you can do that properly,
That's tough.
That's cool.
that's really interesting and new stuff.
We got Isaiah Buzan who played Pictionary with us like 3 times in a row.
Yeah. Can we resolve to play that before the weekend's over? I still
Yeah.
haven't seen
Yeah,
it.
we do it tomorrow.
It's
Okay.
fun.
That'd be great.
I
Or
think we
Center.
probably cut Skulls of the Shogun.
No.
No.
Absolutely
No.
not.
Yes.
That's my number one.
No.
How's it original
How is it
or
original?
innovative?
Exactly.
How name a strategy game on a console that works as intuitively and as fluidly as that one?
And a turn-based that uses circles instead of the actual grid.
It's not
That's the
very-
first
It's
one I've
not
actually
very-
seen
While
like that.
I agree that outside of the consoles, that game might not flourish as well, like in a console environment, that's hugely innovative.
Yeah, but there's a reason why it's not been on console. That's what I.
Thomas, did you play?
I have played it. I have.
Okay.
All right.
No, I mean it
So-
controls well, but I don't know. Our strategy games have been done on consoles. Maybe 2 Fire Emblem games on Wii. It's not circles, but it's still. It doesn't. I mean, the walls is kind of cool. I don't know if that's been done before, but it's still a turn-based strategy game. That there are a lot just more underground. I feel like arcade titles, some Japanese games. The circles is really cool, but I don't know if that alone is enough to give it.
So it's not in your top 3, is that what you're saying? It's not in mine, actually,
mine.
but it is not a strong category this year. Yet, probably not even a whole year.
Then what are your 3 then, Isaiah?
Say Andy Chamber, Game Wario, and Kentucky Route Zero.
Nailed
Exactly.
it. Nailed it.
All 3 of us. That's our 3. That's exactly what I have too. So,
I don't know. I had Skulls as my number one because that was probably one of the coolest ones. I had Annie Chamber, and then I actually had Rogue Legacy on there as well.
I have to admit, what I've heard of Rogue Legacy, it almost makes me
Dude, Rogue Legacy's so good.
It's
And
fantastic.
Yeah, it's really cool. It really does present the roguelike idea in a really cool way, and I do not have the background to know if that concept has been done exactly like that before, but in my experience with games, that is something that it felt different, and it executes extremely well. And yeah, it is like this and this and this thing put together, but that doesn't happen that often, and it's executed.
Well, and sometimes
extremely
that's the better games that end up like that, when it's several good games combined into one.
Well, you told me the other day, I really did like the idea.
That's a
That's
very
what I was
strong
gonna
hit.
say.
I could see that
Did
over
you-
Game and Wario.
Did you
or
play any Binding of Isaac, Isaiah or Brooke?
Yeah, I did. I thought Binding of Isaac was terrible.
I didn't like it at all at first, but it really began to grow on me. But it's got like 4 or 5 bosses, and it sounds a lot like that, just with Castlevania style gameplay. And what's the word? Persistence. So what you do actually matters, which is a good thing for sure.
Man, I didn't get any of that when I played it at all. Binding of Isaac.
No, like that's where Rogue Legacy is the Binding of
Oh.
Isaac with Castlevania. And am I right
Okay.
there? In that assumption.
I guess. I mean, I would argue that
Yeah,
Binding of
persistent.
Isaac is fundamentally broken in terms of playability. But yes, I guess. Sure. I actually didn't get any, like, are you saying that Binding of Isaac had some persistence?
No, it doesn't. That's
Oh,
what Rogue Legacy
okay.
does.
Yeah, it's, I mean, it takes,
That's
yeah, I mean, the Binding of Isaac is more of a traditional roguelike.
Yeah.
And, yeah,
So, like,
the
4 or
the
5
Rogue Legacy
different-
goes from there.
Like 4 bosses and a final boss, and
Sure, yeah.
randomly generates stuff.
Mhm. Okay. I don't know. I'm just going to stop talking about this category because I don't think any of the stuff I care for is going to win anything. So,
I was definitely going to nominate Dempa before you did, but just because it has a 2 on it was the only reason I did. So, I mean, I don't know what it adds from the first one.
I don't know. I haven't played the first one. So,
I've never heard of it. What's it about?
It's weird.
it's a JRPG plus Animal Crossing plus. Like you can get up to a party size of, I want to say it's 6 or 8. And what it does is, like, there's a constant fast travel mechanic on the map, which is really nice, and it allows you to get through battles in kind of you can give your entire squad a kind of a pre-programmed command of some type. Like you can have them go all out. They'll use all their abilities, use all their attacks, try to do as much damage as possible, and they'll adapt to what the enemies are doing. You can tell them all, okay, you need to focus on healing this turn. They'll all do that on their own. Or you can go in and micromanage every single unit's abilities. But
Okay.
yeah, so it takes kind of like the Gambit system of a Final Fantasy 12, like kind of giving a pre-programmed set of abilities and they'll kind of adapt on the fly to a traditional turn-based JRPG format. And it feels really nice. Like it makes turn-based battling quite entertaining, especially when you've got a huge number of people in your party. So you don't have to go through and click attack this guy with
Slackers.
this
That is nice.
every single time for every single one when you get up to like 6 or 7 party members. So it does some really cool stuff with the JRPG genre, and it adds kind of a capturing mechanic, and that the way you capture additional party members is that it's kind of an augmented reality thing. You hold your 3DS up, and anytime there are like they say radio waves, but really the best place to find was like a wireless router. Like the wireless detection on the 3DS is such that it will know when there is a source of those waves coming in, and then it will generate people for you to catch based on like IP address and stuff like that. And then there are
Okay.
rarer ones to catch with different abilities, different powers and stuff like that based on that, different levels and abilities, equipment, stuff like that. So there's an in-depth kind of capturing mechanic, kind of like Pokemon Dream Radar. I know Kirsten's played that one.
Yeah, that was really awesome.
And then there's all that stuff that adds to the RPG front. But having a number 2 in it, that's kind
Yeah, that was the only reason I was.
I have no idea how much of that carries over.
Because it sounds so cool.
It actually,
They're doing
yeah,
It is
third.
interesting.
anytime
Yeah.
anyone can mix things with real world, like
Yeah.
any kind of augmented reality or anything that takes location-based stuff, I'm always down for that. It has a 74% on Metacritic. I might
Only
check that out actually.
I thought it was fine. Is that 1 or 2?
2.
Yeah, I thought sure it was higher.
Maybe a really bad one came in.
Just got some overviews coming in. So we get rid of Chris Blush?
I would, yeah.
It's
Yeah,
cool.
it sounded like no one
It is
really
a cool idea.
You're like, nothing like that.
Nope.
Let's drop a rock down a well.
Yeah. Yeah, you throw an object down a well, and then you play as said object and try to make it to the bottom of the well, and there's obstacles and crazy stuff in the way. It's hilarious.
It's great in 3D. Because you're going down.
Yeah. Yep.
I got sick doing that.
Wow. I thought we'd do this one faster.
Anti-chamber should be in the top 3.
It should.
Yep.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Okay. That's... Okay.
What about Kentucky Route Zero?
There is nothing like Kentucky Route
It
Zero.
is in my top 3.
It's in my top 3, that's why I think it should be in.
That's actually the winner for me. Just throwing that out there.
My number 2.
All right. I didn't expect that to get any traction. So Kentucky Route Zero in the top 3.
Sounds
Yeah.
like it.
Number 3, I'm okay with Rogue Legacy being
I'd be okay with that.
30.
Oh, I say Dempa. I don't know. But I sort of like the Game & Warrior stuff too. I think there's enough cool new stuff.
If given the choice between the two, I think that Rogue Legacy is a little bit more on the original side than Wario was. Not by much, but
So about saying that one as number 3?
I don't know. Like, I mean,
I like
it doesn't sound like anybody else wants Skulls in the top 3. Is that right? Safe to say?
Sounds like
I'm the only one?
well, we're the only two.
Oh,
But
Yes.
cool. So Skulls is out. Antichamber's already gone.
already.
That's already
yeah,
in.
Is it?
So Denpa 2, Game & Warrior, Rogue Legacy.
My vote's for Rogue Legacy.
Derek?
The only game that I play on this list is, that's why I'm not saying anything. Game & Wario and Anti-Chamber. So there's only 2 games I can really rate well. The Anti-Chamber should be there. Game & Wario. I don't think it brought that much to the table. It's good. It's awesome. I love seeing it on the gameplay. Like, my favorite one was actually the taxi. Actually, surprisingly.
That one's great.
That one's really cool and it was innovative. Like, the whole fighting thing was pretty cool.
I like
It
the
was
picture
okay.
game.
Picture game was awesome. It just
I like the arrows.
I hate the arrows.
Oh.
That's terrible. That's awful.
I did pretty good at it.
But yeah.
And that's the closest one to a Nintendo Land game.
He thinks. Yep.
it was alright. But I don't think it's top 3 material.
Okay, I agree.
I agree.
Zach?
Yep.
I've only played Game & Wario, Skulls of Shogun, and for Sploosh. Now, Skulls of Shogun is already taken off. Sploosh is already taken off. So these are with Game & Wario, which I've only played. And I don't think it's top 3 material from what I've been hearing. So I have no idea any about the other stuff. Like, I've never seen Antichamber, Kentucky Road Zero, or pretty much anything else on this list.
That's why it's a weak list.
It's a weak year for it.
So,
I guess we're going with Rogue Legacy.
Yeah,
I'd pick that or Denpa.
we agree?
Dave?
I've only played Kentucky Route Zero and Antichamber. So
Okay.
Alright.
Winner?
Antichamber.
Antichamber's the freshest thing I've played.
It was crazy.
And Chamber.
Even though there's a lot of similarities, you could draw to Portal. It's like Portal because it's, but for a completely different
Only
reason.
because it's a first person
Yeah,
puzzler.
exactly.
And you get guns. Clever.
Right. You know what it reminded me of? What?
Completely new kind of puzzle.
Unfinished one.
Is that a winner last year?
What about you?
Yeah, I want to say it was.
Is it the-
Antichamber,
Sure.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Winner of most innovative / original or original / innovative is Antichamber. Next, best new main character.
Just gonna come out and say I don't like Booker. I don't like Joel.
I was gonna say,
Just
talk about a
saying.
weak list. You know.
Like Booker
This is
DeWitt.
a longer
don't like
list, but
Booker,
it is a
and I don't
very
like
weak
Joel.
list.
Yes.
I don't mind
I
that.
love you.
I'm okay with that.
Before we get, hey, let's not jump the gun.
Sorry.
Our list of nominees for best new main character. I guess I'll probably try to say what game these guys are from, but I know there are a couple down there I don't know.
All right, we'll go.
So Oliver from Ni no Kuni, the Twins and the Time Traveler, both nominated from The Cave, Chrom from Fire Emblem Awakening, Chase McCain from Lego City Undercover, Booker DeWitt of Bioshock Infinite, Joel from The Last of Us, Nyland from Remember Me, me/Korogo
from Project Crosszone.
from Project Crossing.
New characters in a game with a million other characters.
General Akamoto from Skulls of the Shogun, Rex Power Cult of Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, and Conway from...
Kentucky Route Zero.
That's his name? Oh, that's right, that is his name.
Alright. I don't like Booker and Joel. Just gonna say that again.
I have
Yep.
Joel up there because he's like no. It is like your character from LA Noir.
Cool.
You hate him.
A
Whoever,
lot of people
not
don't.
Cole, not Cole. The one guy that everyone hates because he's a complete jerk.
No, that's cool.
douche.
No, you mean Roy?
Oh, Roy's even worse.
With the
But-
homeless
but-
guy?
Everyone loved this guy because he was such a jerk. You
He
hated
with the
him.
salmon-colored sleeves?
Yeah, you just hated
Oh,
him.
that was Roy.
So I don't like Joel. Joel is a douche to me. So he actually made me hate him at the end of that game. Alright, I won't say anything else. I don't like that guy.
I don't like him either. But he does have a somewhat interesting character.
He does.
I'll give him that.
And at the end of that game, I had feelings towards him, which is a good thing.
Positive
Towards
or
your
negative.
character. Positive or negative. I have feelings for a game character. And I still think about it to this day. Alright?
Gay.
Might
I
want
know.
to clarify. Might want to clarify something.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you need to...
Someone said
I have special feelings. Just dream about him all the times. But I like, but still like the guy.
Racism.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Excellent.
Alright, there we go.
Wow, alright.
Try to continue what you were trying
Sorry,
to
dang it! I swear to you guys, I was going to do anything racist.
You haven't yet.
I know.
Good job.
So,
That's the reason why he's up on my list.
okay, let's table that. And let's get rid of Conway.
Okay.
That's fine.
Let's get rid of...
We get rid of me and Korogo.
Okay, cool.
What about Rex?
Let's get rid of...
Whoa, let's hold on to right. Wait a second here.
Let's get rid of the twins and the time traveler.
Okay. Crom's nondescript.
Let's get rid of Crom. Let's
Okay.
get rid of
Named by your
Oliver.
characters other than Chrome.
Oliver.
What? Oliver. Come on. He's-
Okay, we'll hold on to Oliver.
Talk to
Okay.
Okay.
Let's get rid of General Akamoto.
Okay.
He makes numerous jokes about defecating into skulls, but that's about it. So we have left Oliver, Chase McCain, Booker DeWitt, Joel, Nyland, Rex Powerful.
Can you get rid of Booker DeWitt? Unless someone really wants to keep
I'm
him.
very okay with that.
Yes?
Totally too cool.
Anybody like the main character of Bioshock Infinite?
He was my winner for the category, actually.
Why is that, Dave?
Whoa.
Paint us a picture.
Explain this to us.
I really can't. I just
This guy.
like it.
It's that Troy Baker.
I chose him, but there's really no particular reason why I did.
Because there aren't any great new characters this year. Yet.
There is one.
I'll
Maybe
concede
two.
that.
Booker DeWitt.
See, I like Booker DeWitt, but I can't explain why because I've ruined a lot of that for everyone.
Joel.
You couldn't ruin that game for me any more than the game already
Oh
has.
yeah.
Lols.
But he has a very interesting,
Arc.
yes, to say arc through the story, and I like that at the very like that. That what made him awesome. But before you know that though, he's just a very mundane character, just rolling with the ocean. Elizabeth's pretty much doing all the actions.
He's
and
got to
just
wipe away the
reacting.
debt.
Yes.
So,
Bring Nook the bells. Wipe away the dead.
Yep.
pretty much. His goal.
Booker DeWitt gone. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like we could
Yes.
yes.
wait.
Is he gonna be top 3? Probably not. So we need to save some time and just.
Rex is the most awesome, stupidest character ever. Maybe not that ever, but
This
maybe
Far Cry, right?
of this year. Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. He's not my number one, but he's my number 2.
You want to defend Oliver real quick, Zach? Sorry. No. Okay.
I'll let Oliver.
Oliver's
cut.
gone.
Whoa.
Hold it. You make a case for Oliver.
Yeah, he's one of my characters I like. I love his
You
dialogue.
think he's Nito?
Exactly my point.
Jeepers,
That's what I
Thomas.
love about him.
Oliver's Nito.
You can't tell me that's not unique to that character.
Nito.
What are you doing, you crybaby bunting?
I do like
And that's why I have
Oliver.
Mr. Drippy as my secondary character.
I do like Oliver in a sense that he is this naive, true-hearted character that
He's the
you
pure-hearted
love.
one.
The pure-hearted.
The pure-hearted one, exactly.
It's awesome. He's
Because
like,
you have a lot of
Yeah,
these.
And that's boring.
I know, because everyone likes these anti-heroes. It's like Marvel. They're like, sorry, it's Marvel versus DC kind of stuff. But I won't go in there.
I'm saying more like
I know,
Joel.
I
I'm
know.
more like Joel.
Joel is very kind of mundane. in a
He's
sense.
much more interesting than Oliver.
Yes, exactly. At the end of the day, I don't hate him, but I don't remember much about Oliver either.
Because there's
Just
nothing
because
to
there's
remember.
nothing to remember.
well, because that's, yeah.
except that he lost his mom.
And he's trying to recover
And
by...
he is his lonely boy with a nanny that's creepy as no other. And he goes on this adventure to save his mom. And he,
or at least
you
her
want to,
doppelganger.
yeah, and you're just like, man, I wish I was gonna act like this kid because he's on this adventure. He's not scared to do it. He really isn't scared. He's a super brave little kid. I don't know how old he is.
He's a brave little toaster.
There we go.
And that's why I love him.
That's why I love him.
I love that.
It's just, he is an epitome of a true hero, I guess.
And that's probably why he's even on my list. Actually, that's
He's not.
very,
He's no
that's very
anti-hero.
like what I would
He's
think
like
about him.
Superman, just not super.
You know
He's
who's
an
a
idol.
hero?
He doesn't know his own powers.
Chase McCain.
Chase McCain's
Chase
awesome.
McCain is awesome.
He's
my number
my
one.
favorite character of the year.
He's my number one.
Probably
So-
wouldn't have won last year or the year before. But as far as this list goes, I think Chase McCain is the best new main character.
He's my number one.
Oh man.
It's kind of goofy that Lego character winning. Who would have saw that coming?
He's very likable.
He's very likable. He has one of my favorite quotes.
Lots of favorites.
Be pushing for Nolan to be top 3.
Yep.
And why is that?
Because female protagonist.
Yeah, I know that's about the only thing I can think of. I don't know. For the
Why is
most
that?
part, I mean,
Why
she
is
does
that?
have a pretty cool like background arc, I guess. But I don't know. You don't really.
It's your typical no memory at the start, trying to recover.
Yeah, like
I'm so
for
tired.
most of the games, she's just kind of like, all right, yeah, I'll do what you tell me. That's
That's
right.
why-
But the end of the game, she
Yeah.
develops more for sure.
Yeah.
And again, very weak list.
I don't know. Yeah. Overall, I didn't really care about her that much.
That's the reason why I'm fighting for Oliver, because I don't think anyone else... I think he's in the top 3. Because it's
Alex?
that weak of a list.
What makes Rex Power Colt so awesome?
His voice actor.
Is that it?
And he's a cyborg commando.
Sold.
What else?
Cyborgs are awesome.
It's not...
Exactly.
Because
there's not
cyborgs
a
are
lot.
awesome.
He barely talks after the first mission.
It's a character.
So
we
Yeah,
gotta-
that's
we
what I
gotta-
was
we gotta
trying to think
know
of,
his character.
Yeah, it's.
He doesn't
it
really
seems
talk.
like
He's a
At
person.
least
not a
Oliver
character.
talks. Okay,
That makes sense.
throughout the story.
That
At
makes
least Oliver
sense.
talks.
You didn't play much Far Cry 3. Blood
I
Dragon.
played enough.
I didn't play anything.
Yeah.
I wanted to.
He was funny,
Yeah,
but that's
he's
about it.
he is a archetype that's self-aware of his. Well, I guess I better not say like Deadpool because Brock won't like him.
He's like
He's
Deadpool.
not. He doesn't break the fourth wall. I don't think he
Okay.
might a couple times, but not. I don't recall any specific examples. But he's just like that 80s action movie stereotype, and the voice actor does a great job bringing him to life.
Cool. I didn't see that.
And again, he is much more interesting than I think a lot of them.
So is Chase McCain in our top 3?
Yes.
I think Chase McCain's
For
number
sure.
one.
I'm
Me
fine
too.
with that.
I'm totally cool with Chase McCain.
Nobody is saying no.
I'm objecting.
I'm okay with that, I guess.
Chase McCain's awesome. Coordinator duties.
Chase McCain is in our top 3.
He's a legend.
So we have to consider Oliver, Joel, Nyland, Rex Power Colt.
For a second, I was in here.
Joel is a deeper character than Rex. I just don't like
That's good. That's good.
I think that's a good part of why you should be in the top 3.
Still be a good character if you don't like
There's
it.
a difference between being the best character and being a likable character.
This guy just went through so much crap in his life.
Lost a daughter, oh man. Sad story. Guy with a sad backstory.
He's the same fish.
I wish I knew his intentions. I wish I
He likes
could
my daughter, 'cause
read
he
what
knows
he
she's my
wants.
That's a good definition.
You already know that she's
He
in
has
the
no
ground.
true goal. Like, I don't know what his goals are.
Because it doesn't tell you, because they never say why you need the guns.
Well,
Because post apocalypse.
I'm not gonna say anything.
They talk a little bit
Survives.
about what is it, the authority?
You gotta
I think
finish
so.
this.
So something to do with that, maybe.
You have to.
It's not spelled out, definitely not. They just talk about there's some kind of oppressive government that
In the military.
they're kind of working under, I guess, well, not for, but around. I guess, I don't know. It definitely is unclear.
Because I know his goals in the beginning of the game was just to survive. All he wanted to do is just keep living day by day.
Yep, that's
I
pretty
think it's
much
safe to say the
it
whole
was
game.
20 years up to that point. Or
No, man. It changes. But you don't know what his intentions are.
probably shouldn't say much more about
I'm done. I am.
All right, you want him in the top 3 then,
that.
Huh?
Derek?
I would like to see him there, but it doesn't matter.
He's in my top 3.
Just because I don't
It
want
sounds like if he gets there, he's out.
True. It's fine with me. 'Cause I don't have him number 1.
I don't either, but he's
So,
so complex.
that leaves...
Joel or Oliver?
Whoa.
That's easy. Joel.
I
More
would say
complex,
Oliver, actually.
definitely.
Yeah.
Wait, you said Oliver's more complex than Joel?
No,
He just said
I'm
which
saying
one he would want.
I would rather have
Oh, okay.
Oliver, yeah. I would not say Oliver's much of a complex person at all. He's very straightforward.
It requires complex effort to be so simple. No, it doesn't.
I was trying to think.
No, that doesn't work at all.
I just think his earnestness is awesome. Commendable. That's why I want him in
He hasn't lost his innocence yet.
Exactly.
So
Which
is it commendable
awesome.
or
It's
is it
like-
natural?
Did he? He lost his
It's
mom
like holy
in front of him
Hmm?
Because of him.
because of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like
Survival.
It's like dark.
heartbreak.
That's
Oh,
almost dark.
that's
Theme
so
of the
dark.
year,
He's
lol.
still saying Nito.
Just a point made right there.
Doesn't that show that he then hasn't lost his innocence? He comes in,
There
he's
you
like,
go.
Nito! My mom's dead.
I was
Nito."
totally waiting for him to say wizard. It really was. Wizard. Oh, no.
Nito, I'm a wizard.
Alright, let's wrap this
Oh,
up.
there he is. Finally.
Yay.
We bottom off for you,
Yeah.
man.
Cool, thanks.
Yeah, they kept Oliver in for you.
Really? Awesome.
But right now, pretty much sentiment is leaning Joel over Oliver.
Joel?
Derek was definitely
Really?
doing a better job.
I
than
I would say
Or
Joel over
neither.
Oliver.
So I was just like, everything said, I was like, exactly, that's why he's in my top 3. Exactly. That's great.
Joel or Oliver? Zach.
Between the two, I find Oliver because he is more of an engaging kind of hero for me. And you could see him from a child to more of a, I guess, more of an adult child at the end of the game.
A teenager.
There's a small arc, I guess. But he's so
He gained, I
nondescript.
think at the beginning he was by himself. He just lost his mom. He didn't do
He was
anything.
in like,
He found Drippy, which was his friend, and then you see
Mr.
him.
Drippy.
Sorry, Mr. Drippy,
Get it right.
King of the Fairies. But you watch him
I had
as
to
he
make him
opens
King
up.
Lord of the Fairies.
Since we already know about his mom dying and
I
everything,
think that's how they actually says it. King Lord of the
First
Fairies.
15 minutes.
I had to make Oliver interesting. How I made him interesting is, okay, he loses his mom, he's been in his room for 3 days not eating. Alright, he's now having post-traumatic stress syndrome, and his doll comes to life and takes him to another world. And he's just totally gone.
He's in
Hallucinating
his
the whole
house,
time.
like,
Yeah,
So
that was
that's
kinda
what I
what
was
I
So
told
why
Oliver
it's psychological
and Nino
to get
good.
his mom back.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what
That's why it's so crazy and
That is
oh,
Nino
impossible.
That'd be awesome.
It's in my review. I read about that.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Sounds like the rumor about Walking Dead that he's just in the hospital still.
Yeah, that's what I was
In a
thinking.
coma.
That'd be interesting.
That's
but
what I was telling him, yeah.
They better not do that.
He was in a state
Whoa,
of shock,
this-
and he just went straight
sorry.
into a coma right after she
Yeah.
died.
It just reminded me of that. I was like, whoa.
Does Oliver's best friend as a kid not look exactly like the young Stephen Craner? Tell me he does.
Philip?
Yeah.
Bill? A little bit. If you take
Yeah.
the glasses off, oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
the
yeah.
first thing I thought when I saw it. I was like, oh
Look at the
my.
Stephen
Phil's
Craner.
too smart and nice.
But obviously not smart enough
Steven's
to...
not. You
So
say
true.
anything about Steven, you can't call him unintelligent.
He has both smarts.
Alright, we gotta wrap this category up. Moving on.
So I think there's at least 3
Oh man, now that's gonna
strong
be recorded.
proponents for Oliver
That's
here.
But yeah, with Joel,
And then Joel, too.
Joel, he's encountered a lot of stuff through his life, especially throughout the 20 years that you don't see. Like throughout the whole game, you'll figure out nitpicks a little bit about his whole past. It's kind of depressing, very dark. But overall, I would think that it doesn't really change throughout the whole thing. He's pretty much a jerk throughout the whole thing. And you can see some lighter sides to him because he was a father, kind of understands Ellie. He tries to be a good person, but he's underneath it all.
Does he?
He doesn't change.
Does he try to be a good person?
I think.
He does straight up go about murdering people.
That's
I don't
my
know if I
theory.
believe that.
Especially the end.
Which is why I don't like him.
I said it briefly.
Can
Like,
anybody be a good person in the post-apocalypse?
Not live very long, I guess.
that's true. His brother did a pretty good job.
I guess.
Yeah, you'll learn about that later.
I guess.
Let's just say that.
What did you think of Rex Power Coat saying? Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon.
That's what I would say. 'Cause I couldn't even remember his name. Until he told me it was from...
I thought he
Far Cry
was
3.
pretty much an 80s super guy. He doesn't really like... He was pretty awesome. He had a metallic arm, but other than that, he didn't really have much dialogue. Like,
How many missions did he get through?
I got through one.
Okay, well, yeah, it's in the missions when he talks. If you're just doing running around, it's like,
Yeah, I'm just running
he's not
around.
going to say anything much.
Maybe that's why I also got the same impression. I did a couple of missions, not too many. I didn't really hear him talk a whole lot.
Yeah. But I thought he was just pretty much the same kind of Buffy guy. Just, hey, don't do that. I'm awesome.
Okay.
With little quips.
Alright. We got to make progress.
Yes, we do. Who's gone? Oliver, Joel, Nyland, Rex Powerful.
Oliver's my number 1. Saying it right now.
Nyland.
Nyland. That is Remember Me's main character.
I don't like her formula fully.
Okay. What do you think, Isaiah?
I don't know. She seems okay. I mean, she's cool. She can mix memories and stuff.
I think she's definitely one of the more interesting ones.
Matter of her abilities, like saying an action figure's cooler because he can shoot bullets.
He's got the kung fu action grip.
I know.
We're doing that.
I don't know.
Mr.
no
Oliver can do anything with his magic.
Oh!
Psychotic.
It's like Hadak magic.
Joel can make bombs out of
Nails.
cans and scissor
And scissors,
pieces.
yeah, scissors. Sharps.
He's like MacGyver.
Pretty much is. Exactly.
More of a three-wire kind of guy.
Making life-saving inventions out of household materials.
Alright, let's compromise here. If we get rid of Nillen, can we keep Rex? That means we'd have to get rid of Oliver or Joel.
I want Oliver. That's all I want.
I want Oliver.
Because
I want Oliver.
I could care less about Joel,
Oliver.
sorry,
They're
man.
fighting over.
That's
you guys are
Nice.
sorry. You guys are pedophiles. So.
Oh,
Boom! Now hold
Whoa,
back.
uncalled for.
This podcast is not interesting.
I know. It's like Jerry Springer.
Interesting.
We're in for like 4 hours now. Like I would hope it's more interesting. It's been interesting until
I
now.
would hope so.
If you're
Alright.
still with us,
So
thanks,
Chase,
you're awesome.
Chase, Oliver, Rex.
Sounds good.
Revisit Joel at final year.
I'm fine with that.
Chase
He's
wins.
not.
Let's go to the future. Keep going.
And now Joel's in top. No,
I think Chase McCain wins based on the sound of it.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm okay with that, I guess.
All right.
Best secondary. character.
This is easy.
No, this will be tough.
So
It'll
easy.
it'll get down to 2, and it'll be really.
No.
No, I don't. It could. It probably will, but I won't win.
We'll see. List of best secondary character nominees: Mr. Drippy from Ni no Kuni, the Blacker Baron from Anarchy Reigns, the Cave from The Cave, Blade Wolf from, I'm guessing, Rising?
Yes.
Okay. Henry from Fire Emblem Awakening, Frank Honey from Lego City Undercover, Elizabeth from Bioshock Infinite, the Lutesses from Bioshock Infinite, Nemissa from
Soul Hackers.
Soul Hackers, Ellie from The Last of Us, Kat from DMC, Pavel Morozov from Metro, Elena from Pandora's Tower, Tharja from Fire Emblem,
Yes.
Libram from Soul Sacrifice, and Isabel from Animal Crossing. What the heck?
For what?
Told you it's gonna be tough.
Isabel's gone. She's a secretary. That's all she
Done.
does.
Oh. Awesome.
Toast.
I second
Okay.
that. Get her out of here.
When you were out of the Blacker Baron, I just thought it was funny that that's what they named it.
Yep,
Yeah.
that is pretty hilarious.
Probably get rid of the cave too.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a pretty good character.
I have him high on my list. I like him so much. But I can see him going. Because he doesn't talk that much. I was hoping he was
We
talking
can get rid of LeBron. I just put him in there because he had a very cool backstory.
Okay.
We can scratch Nemissa from Soul Hackers.
Okay. Can we scratch Cat?
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, she wasn't that well developed. It was
No,
some of it.
true.
She was just there.
Female character.
She's on it.
Can we get rid of... I feel like if we're going to go forward, we need to get rid of Henry or Tharja. Only one character from Fire Emblem.
Right.
I could get rid of both.
Okay, that makes things easy.
Isaiah, Zach.
I'm good.
Keep going, man.
Both
Yeah, okay, I'm good.
gone.
I like Tharja a lot.
2 for 1.
Good and decisive. All right. That's
My list is easy.
Same thing. I think we should go either Elizabeth or
The Lutest twins.
yeah.
I think Blue
I
Test
think
Twins.
they're so much more interesting.
They have more of a cooler story.
Come on. Who?
Blue Test Twins are definitely more interesting.
I know. I know who that is. Who's the other one?
Elizabeth.
Oh, dude. Elizabeth gone.
Dang.
I hate that girl.
Yeah, I don't really care.
She's cute and all, but man.
Who?
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth's really cool.
Joey. Is that a comment?
Well,
It's opinion. I'm opinionated.
So you get to figure out a lot about the Luchas.
Yes. Especially in the box funds.
Yeah,
But yeah,
pay
they
attention.
are
Especially
major.
in those things that
Major-
you probably won't find.
Well, that's where you get backstory, but they become major characters.
Yeah.
Back half.
You don't
That
know.
is really
You don't
cool.
know their backstory unless you read about them online.
That too.
So
Then I feel like they should be eliminated on principle.
no, they're really
Good
cool.
character.
they are really
So
cool
cool.
characters. I like them.
They're really well created.
I don't even know if they're top 3, but they're really good. Not my top 3.
All right. Have a good night, Dave.
I will be seeing you all later.
Yeah.
Good hanging out.
See?
See you, Dave.
See you,
Can do.
Good night.
See you later.
Night.
Blade Wolf.
I like Blade
no.
Wolf, actually.
Well,
Okay.
he's-
Just feeling it now.
He's pretty interesting. Not in my top 3 though.
Okay. Is there any way Mr. Drippy doesn't win this?
We can take
Not in
our
my top
tip.
3.
He's in my top 3.
Really?
Whoa.
He's in the top 3, but I thought
my top 3.
Honey was better than that. Right
Hunt,
Yes.
Frank Honey.
Frank Honey.
Yes. Dude, he's high on my list.
He's not even.
He's,
He gets-
he's Dave's number 1.
Okay,
Are you
good.
serious?
Awesome. That makes me very happy.
I am done. This is my last game of the year.
he gets better. He just
Dude,
started off
he's
a little
so
weird.
funny.
Brock, I don't blame him because
I
I
don't
don't
care.
see
He gets
the
better.
application.
He gets better.
He's
Okay,
hilarious.
so you guys take it away, best secondary character.
Okay.
Honey, that might not be
Wait, Brock, I need you. I don't want them to win.
tonight, don't.
I don't want Frank Honey to win.
Frank Honey is my second.
He's probably my second as well. Well,
Really?
second or third. I really like Pavel. That's not no way gonna make it, but
I like Pavel.
Where's that?
Pavel is excellent character from Metro.
Oh.
Unfortunately, right now he just betrayed me in the game, so.
Wow, you just spoiled the biggest plot point of the entire game, Tom. Good job.
Sorry.
I don't even know who you're talking about. I will never remember his name.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the third time you've spoiled something.
Yeah, I've been good.
Most. He stopped you a couple times.
It can be edited out.
That's
Probably won't.
a big part of why he's so interested.
Nice job.
Sorry.
I know
Maybe
what
that's
my
why I
number
don't
one
like
is.
Hmm?
Probably know who my number one is.
Ellie.
Yeah.
That was my number one.
She's my number one.
My top three.
She is amazing.
She's a little girl who curses a lot. Dumb.
Good description.
No, she has so much feelings. And she grows.
It's, I care.
I feel really bad for her.
I
Yeah.
do. Like, you know,
Stuck with Joel.
Use Elena Pandora.
Pandora's
She-
Tower,
yeah.
she's the primary.
Oh,
She's
right.
alright. We can get rid of her if we have we?
Oh, yeah.
there's so much that
She's
character.
pretty
I love.
Nah, I'm not gonna go anywhere with this. Elena's gone.
And Pavel gone.
Yeah, I guess.
And did we decide who we're keeping over Elizabeth or Lily?
Who tests us?
Test this way.
Oh yeah.
So Elizabeth out.
What do you guys think?
You already know I take on Elizabeth.
Right.
I believe the twins are better.
Me too. Tom?
The twins.
Awesome. I expected a lot of resistance. Cool.
Look, I can flip heads on Cornwall.
Says the person who only played the first half.
Dude, there's two people actually did their cosplay really well. Can you
Yeah?
see the pictures of that? Oh man, it's cool.
Yeah, that'd be
I wish.
We're down to Mr. Drippy, Blade Wolf, Frank Honey, the Lutesses, and Ellie.
Sounds like Mr. Drippy's losing out over Honey.
I guess.
I would still say he's in the top 3.
Yep.
Like, it was honestly between Honey and Mr. Drippy for me.
This is gonna get hard.
This is gonna get real tough.
That's what she said.
How does Great Wolf? He's a wolf, right?
Yeah,
we
he's
can
not
get
gonna
rid of
make
it. We
it.
can get rid of
But go ahead.
He's cool.
I actually didn't know he was a boss.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Whoa! Spoiler.
No,
Yeah,
he's
because
the
you're
first
playing on
boss.
easy.
Oh.
The hardest
Yeah.
part about him is that you have to counter him. It's the first time you actually really have to counter.
I was
So
like,
people die because you can't counter.
Because games are hard.
So you guys
You
came in like,
actually have to
oh man,
play
you
it.
made Wolf. I'm like, what?
Well, yeah. So when you take away the only hard part of the fight, yeah. That's very hard.
So what's our characters now?
Drippy.
Mr. Drippy, Frank Honey, the Lutesses, Ellie.
For me, it'd have to be to get rid of Drippy or Ellie. Can't do either.
Okay, why do you hate Ellie so much?
It's not that I hate her. It's just I like the other
That's
three more.
What do you hate?
Sounds like what I said.
Why do you hate
I just didn't like this person. Why do you hate them?
Sorry, that was way over dramatic.
It's okay. It's okay.
What makes her not awesome? I guess.
I mean, I was just
Regular.
more taken with the other three characters that I had. Pavel, Frank Honey, and Lutesses.
Frank Honey
He's hilarious.
over Ellie.
The writing is awesome.
Did Ellie
I-
ever call something a computer? No. No, she did
Game.
I didn't
not.
even know what a
And that's
computer
why
is.
she's better than
She
him.
would
What's a computer?
She has more of a reason to call it a computer.
Computer, exactly.
Boom.
Well, you didn't hear her jokes,
I didn't.
so you don't know.
I halfway went.
She has a joke book.
But I heard her dreams about being on a plane.
It's true.
She's never been on a plane.
It's never Wait a minute. She had dreams of
I think you
snakes
saw
on a plane. No, there's more of it. But she has so much more depth. Oh man, her backstory is so sad. Okay, I can't see.
No, you can't.
Ugh, there's so much to her.
And I liked how she was paired up with a guy that was much older than him, who was born before her. Yeah. That was he was raised before the whole infected phase, and she was born into it. And it was really cool just to see them bounce off each other throughout the whole game about the world, how they see it. Because he sees it as a dilapidation and how it was like destroyed, and she's over here like always in awe about the world. Like, oh my goodness, this is a firefly. Oh my goodness, this is a tree. And it was just really cool to see that as they're going through this post-apocalyptic world.
She's always positive.
And
Stays
when she
positive the
started
whole time.
out, yeah, well, not really. When she starts out, she's like a porcupine. She doesn't want to get close to anyone. She doesn't like anyone. She wanted to stay there.
It's because Joel's the same way.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And as they come together, it's kind of interesting to see them trying to trust each other at least.
Talk so much about the game, I can't. Guys, I beat it already.
It's okay. You probably only played it that.
Oh, burn.
So Ellie over Drippy for you, Zach?
For me, way over Drippy.
She your number one probably?
She is.
Yours too, Derek?
Yeah.
Yours number one, Tom? No fighting that.
She's a character.
There's 3 number ones. I hope you at least get
So at this point, it sounds like Mr. Drippy v. the Lutesses. Because Frank Honey's probably going to get in there. It sounds like Ellie's probably.
Frank, Ellie, and Lutesses.
You know what?
Mr. Drippy?
Yeah,
Well,
sounds like it.
I don't know.
That's-
If it's Mr. Drippy or the Tessis, just because Mr. Drippy is in the game more, and he has a lot more talking and he gives you more experience, I would have to lean
He ducks out.
this. Whoa.
You
Like,
For a bit.
For a bit? Like, what's a bit? An RPG that could be
We're not gonna
that
say.
could be 10 hours.
I know what Alex is saying.
You gotta help me out here, man.
I do like his comedy routine. That was my favorite part of the game.
Barry Allen?
Yep.
That's my favorite too.
D-E-D. I think that's
That
what
part of the game's also really messed up in some ways. If you think about it, it's like,
Yeah.
wait, this. Okay, now I'll stop.
That's just like, hey.
So, Frank, Ellie, and the Lutesses.
Yes.
Who's all for the tests, by the way?
I
It
am
sounds
for
really
them,
interesting.
but against other people.
I mean,
They're an awesome backstory. Like they're a huge backstory with them.
Well, not even just that. Just their role in the game is enormous.
but I'm just saying, there's only 2 people who are vouching for the tests.
It doesn't sound like anybody is arguing super hard for Mr. Drippy.
I like Mr. Drippy more than the tests.
Why is that?
I just do. I don't know why you like the tests all that much.
They're interesting versus Drippy, who's kind of there as just your guardian. Throws you magic.
I liked Mr. Drippy's character and everything, but I don't think I've played enough of the game to argue
If
either
it was
way.
just voice acting, Drippy over Lutesses.
Yes.
But as characters, Lutesses are infinitely more interesting.
I won't say they're
Knows
more
my lane
interesting.
job.
I think
Hey, hey, if you're going to make puns, it's obvious that we need to take the character from you.
boom.
Ooh, man.
Because it's
That's
all
the
about
game.
puns.
No,
It's because
just saying there are lots of puns.
It's true.
yeah,
It's
Nino
true.
Kuni's all about puns. I like Drippy's personality. I mean,
I don't know if I want Frank County to win.
No,
What?
no, no,
hold it,
no,
Brock, hold it,
no, no,
Brock.
no, no,
Now,
no.
Frank.
I'm just trying to troll at this point.
Troll?
I know.
Screw all three of those
Troll away.
characters.
You didn't like it? Oh, you haven't met Ellie yet.
I have met Ellie.
You have?
You have?
10 minutes.
Oh.
15
Oh,
minutes.
you know,
We ran from policemen
To
to about it.
Popo, yeah.
oh man.
I remember.
Yeah.
We just need to be done with this category. Like,
Yeah.
period. I don't care who wins. We just need to
We
be
have
done.
3 number 1 on Ellie's.
Drippy
Who's
wins.
gonna beat that?
Yes! Best secondary character between Frank Honey, Ellie, and the Lutesses is Mr. Drippy.
He's that good.
This came out of nowhere.
He's number 0.
Yeah, I guess we have to go with that.
We got 3 number 1s.
Hands are tied. Not gonna change.
You can try.
Tell me.
Derek, you
Ellie
have number
wins
one.
next category.
Don't you?
Best
Huh?
voice.
Yeah, I do, but you can try. It's not like you can't change me. I'm unbiased. This is
Oh man.
Let's try to.
Alright, best voice acting. Listed nominees. The Cave, Ni no Kuni, Metal Gear Rising, Lego, Metro Last Light, The Last of Us, Pandora's Tower, Blood Dragon, Remember Me, Deadpool, Devil Summoner Soul Hackers, Bioshock Infinite, Battle Block Theater.
I'm crying. It's a lot of people.
I think we can scrap Revengeance
Okay?
and the K.
Sure.
there's
There
not
you go.
much voice acting.
Best voice actor.
Yeah.
He does a great, he does do a great job. And I do like the
True.
clerk does a great job too.
Yeah, that's true.
Good enough for now. Pandora's Tower. I
Yeah,
love
it's-
British voice acting
Yeah, it's
What's up?
solid.
every time. I think Ni no Kuni's top 3 here.
Yep. Agreed.
Wow. I
Yeah.
actually didn't think so. Say it ain't so.
That's why we were.
Really?
That's
Oh
pretty
my
much why
goodness,
Mr.
yeah.
Drippy was even.
Like, you didn't anticipate that we would say that, or you
I-
yourself didn't have them?
I didn't have a top three.
Zach, he must hate Ni no Kuni.
No, I like you.
Why do you hate Ni no Kuni so much?
And I thought I was the one who was supposed to be.
Like the Cave, Battle Block has one voice actor. Really.
Yeah, Battle Block is honestly number one
He
for
did-
me.
he
so-
did.
It was as though Poseidon himself extended his
Yeah,
hand
that's a
to
great
you
job.
in friendship, but then you spat in his mouth.
He was pissed.
It was angry.
Yeah, Battle Block is definitely my number one. Yeah, I don't care. Okay.
We'll hold on for now.
That's
Um,
amazing.
I mean,
Soul Hackers.
Battle Block's
Yeah,
awesome.
Soul Hackers has the Atlas voice acting crew, so basically all the Persona characters.
So it's awesome.
So really good.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
But-
I'm
No,
okay with
play
it
it.
going, I guess.
Okay.
Deadpool has no North.
So it's
He's
out.
like
So it's
super
out, yeah.
duper
He does a
awesome.
great job for sure.
What is it?
But is he a one-man
Again,
army?
we're doing a lot of singular. There's a lot of strong singular performances here.
Is he a one-man show?
He gets at least
Complete
4
one
different
handshake.
voices in that game.
I bet.
Which is
Probably-
three more than
probably
anything
more
that's
than
in
that.
it.
Himself, Deadpool, and just 2 consciences.
Oh, really? I didn't know he did both of those.
Oh yeah, he does all. Yeah, he
That's-
does them all.
That's more,
It's
more
all
impressive.
crazy stuff. It's awesome.
Can we get rid? No.
We can get rid of Blood Dragon.
Oh, that's what I was about to say.
Yeah. Although he does, and super job. Again, another one singular excellent
See, Remember Me?
voice
Is
performance.
Deadpool done?
I'm okay with getting rid of Remember Me.
I mean, it was a very solid performance for kind of a mediocre game. Better voice acting than it deserved, probably, but
Burn.
Go Noah.
Metro Last Light?
Top 3.
That's what I thought. Yeah. I thought you would.
is Bioshock Infinite gonna be really high?
It's in my top 3.
That's where. That's
I'm
my.
just seeing-
What's your last third top three?
Neo Kuni. Neo Kuni, Metro, Bioshock.
So no Lego City.
No Lego City.
I was about to ask. Yeah. What's people's thoughts on Lego City? Then?
Lego City was in my top three
It's on my top
It's in
three.
your top 3 with.
with Battle Block. Yeah.
Battle Rock.
But I'm getting nothing behind that. So
Anyone else in Lego City?
I have Lego City.
I have Lego City as my top three, but it is number three.
Wait.
It is 2, I believe.
As long as Metro's in the top 3, I'll be happy with this one.
It's 2.
Anyone else have it in the top 3?
Probably not.
Guess not.
So
Nope.
it sounds like that's.
This again gets with the writing versus actual voice acting argument.
Pretty much.
That's why I didn't have Lego, because the writing's fantastic.
Some of the voice acting.
Voice acting, I found, I don't think I could single out a good, like, a standout performance or anything. But
Yeah,
that's true.
They're all pretty
That's
cheesy.
true. They're all pretty.
That
pretty
chick
cheese.
on the communicator does have a southern accent, which means I
there you go.
Ah, cheese.
So
It's out.
Lego City's out.
Lego out.
You get those
I'm
directions.
just gonna drop it out here. I think everyone already knows what my number one is. The Last of Us.
I have that as my top.
Made me smile, made me cry, even in the first intro. Just even the little girl that they got to play, Sarah and Ellie. Oh, they're just both really good.
I'm
I
okay.
would
With,
have that as my number one
I'm
also.
okay with Deadpool being
That's
cut
my
right
number
now.
one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so
So what we
weird.
got? Bioshock.
Ni no Kuni, Metro, The Last of Us, Bioshock, Battle Block. Battle Block is gone. Okay.
Should have fight for it.
I'm the only one for it, so
It's hard to do.
There's
that,
not
yeah,
really
I
any
know
point.
she is.
It's like me with Uncharted. I know.